talking with Dr. Margie Vandeven, the new Commissioner of Education for the state of Missouri. And Margie, thanks a lot for talking with us.
Thank you, Brent. Appreciate the opportunity.
So, Margie, what is your reaction to being named Commissioner of Education for the state of Missouri?
Well, I'm absolutely thrilled for the opportunity. I can think of no greater honor than to serve the students in Missouri in this capacity. And so I really appreciate the confidence that the state board has spoken about me, and I'm just thrilled for the opportunity.
Margie, you've said building relationships with the various constituencies out in the state is very important. Why is that important in your view, and how are you going to do that?
I think with any leadership position, we know that one of the most essential components to that is trust. And so I will work diligently to gain that trust of the people in the state of Missouri as their new commissioner. That does take some time, and it happens with one decision after another. And the way that I do plan to do that is to really try to meet with the people, get to know the people better, and really seek opportunities to listen to really what's happening across the state.
You've also stated your commitment to the Top 10 by 20 plan. Is that an achievable plan in your view?
Yes, we're really excited about the Top 10 by 20 plan. It is something that the department has been working with for 4 years now, and really 2014, 2015 is a critical year for some of the implementation of the intimate details that were in the plan, and so very excited about the implementation. Again, just to reiterate what those goals of the plan are, it's to ensure that all kids come to school prepared for learning, and that includes access, opportunity for early learning programs for every child in the state. We're also looking to ensure that all kids graduate college and career ready, and that does not mean that every kid will go to college. That could be work or additional training, but to really ensure that children are ready for post-secondary success, whatever that looks like. And then the third is, of course, to ensure that we have an effective leader in every school building, an effective teacher in every classroom. We know that if you look at the school level factors of the most significant school level factor, it is having an effective teacher in the classroom. So we're working hard to see that can happen. Is Top 10 by 20 an achievable goal? I think it's one we need to really aspire to meet. Our children deserve to be in the top 10 performing states. Missouri certainly needs to set our goals on doing that, and if we can ensure that every child is successful in his or her learning goals, we should be able to do that.
One of the issues facing us is the student transfer law, especially in the St. Louis area right now. Are there changes that need to be made to that law?
One of the biggest things that we need to look at is the financial aspect of that. We would be really looking hard this year for a fix to the tuition cost. While we've heard loudly and clearly, and we believe that all children deserve access to a high-quality education, to bankrupt the home school district has become a significant challenge, as we've seen occurring right now. And so what we need to talk about are ways to fix that tuition amount so that it does not result in fiscal insolvency for the school district. Although, I really would like to talk a little bit more about what we've heard in the Normandy School District, and that is people want high-quality schools in their own communities. So once we get over this hurdle of fixing the tuition, I think we just need to really concentrate as a state on spending less time talking about where to educate children and really start focusing on how to educate children. If we can come together as a state and talk about how to educate children, I think we'll be much better served.
Another issue that's going on right now has to do with Missouri learning standards. They're being evaluated by work groups across the state right now. How do you see that playing out?
Well, some of those work groups, as you know, got off to a little bit of a rocky start. What we're hearing now is a lot of them have settled down and that they are actually looking at the standards, which is really critical. I think we want to see what the work groups come back with in October. They'll be presenting that to our State Board of Education in October and go from there. In the meantime, the same law specifically states that the state will continue to implement the current standards, and the Missouri Learning Standards, the Common Core for English Language Arts and Mathematics, and that those assessments will be administered for at least the next 2 years. So really looking forward to seeing what these work groups produce, but staying focused on where we are right now.
Another issue before us, Margie, is the possible extension of the waiver of the ESEA on the federal level. Is that the direction that you see us going?
So last month, the U.S. Department of Education came out with a request to states saying that they could seek 3-year renewals, which is a little bit different than what they've been doing since the first request. They've been doing annual renewals. This is a 3-year renewal, so they've asked states to really think about moving forward with that. So we've been seeking input across the state on whether or not we should pursue with the waiver or go back to the old AYP and CLB components, and overwhelmingly the feedback that we have been receiving is that we should go ahead and pursue with the waiver.
And Margie, being commissioner is certainly a job with tremendous responsibility and not without its share of controversy. How do you feel about assuming this responsibility?
Hey, it's the first week, so I'm feeling really excited and just, again, thrilled for the opportunity. If this is a message that's going to your local school boards, what I would really like to say to all of you is that in my 9 years of experience at the department, one thing that I have learned is that of the critical importance of effective local governance. It is a critical, my work has really been in the department around the Missouri School Improvement Program, and if you're really going to move schools forward and work together, having that leadership at the top, that strong local governance that's fully informed, fully educated on where they want to take the direction of the school, that needs to start at the local school board, to work with your superintendents, to go to central office, into each building and into each classroom. So it just, thank you for the work you do. We know that you are dedicating an enormous amount of time to your schools, and the work you do is absolutely essential to our success. So thank you.
Margie Vandeven, thanks a lot for talking with us.
Thank you. Thank you.